Love him or hate him, the Eagles have a dang talented dude as their quarterback.
Hurts runs it in for the touchdown.
He's always making incredible plays.
And he does! Oh, Jalen Hurts! Magic split.
And these are the times that Jalen Hurts shocked the world. Let's kick things off in 2020. Eagles fans were suffering through a season in which Carson Wentz threw so many interceptions you'd think he went colorblind. Eventually, Doug Peterson had enough and opted to give rookie Jalen Hurts his first look. And in the fourth quarter, Hurts threw a bomb to Greg Ward for the first touchdown pass of his career.
To the end zone, touchdown! Jalen Hurts' first touchdown pass goes to Greg Ward.
Needless to say, it was the awakening of a new era in the city of brotherly love. The next season, Hurts entered the season as a starter and things were trending upwards for the Eagles. After rumbling over the Falcons in Week 1, fans were starting to recognize his freakish talents. Then in Week 2, he threw this 91-yard strike to Quez Watkins from his own end zone.
Ring 5, Hurts taking a deep shot, he's got his man! Quez Watkins, big gainer!
That beauty remains the longest pass of Jalen Hurts' entire career to date. And the very next game against the Cowboys, he made another wild connection to Quez Watkins. The Eagles were backed up in their own territory on third down. The previous season, Carson Wentz probably would have lobbed up a pick 6 in this spot, but Wentz proved that he was a serious talent upgrade.
Bounces back with a victory today to clinch the division as Hurts stays on his feet and then fires downfield. It is caught.
First, he breaks a tackle in the backfield and then regroups to fire a pass downfield to good old Quez Watkins for a big-time third down conversion to move his team up the field. And just for good measure, here's another throw to Quez.
Hurts buying time, throws, and caught! What a grab!
The Buccaneers were chasing Hurts down in the backfield during his first year as a starter, but the young QB wasn't fazed. He rolled out to the sidelines and threw a bullseye to Quez Watkins for a dandy of a first down to keep the chains moving. The man just makes it look easy, but it's not. Nothing's easy. Besides quickly hitting that like button and subscribing to DropKick, so go below and do that. And I'll keep showing you spectacular NFL moments from your favorite superstars like this next one. In 2021, the Saints had one of the best defenses in the whole league, and they were in contention for a wild card spot. But they might not have realized yet that the Eagles had a pretty special dude playing QB.
Hurts keeps, Hurts cuts, Hurts has the first down, and Jalen Hurts!
In the dying minutes, Jalen Hurts put the game on ice with his funky touchdown run right here. He just dipsy-doodled like it was no one's business but yo mama's. Did I just hear an ankle crack? And did you know that he can fly? The Chargers thought that they had Hurts cornered in the fourth quarter, but with nowhere to run, he still found a way.
They're down at 4, deep drop. Hurts loops out of trouble. Hurts trying to create with his legs. He does, going airborne.
He fearlessly jumped right over the top and did a ridiculous full flip to get his team past the sticks for a first down. Who the hell is going to stop this guy when he's dialed in? The Commanders sure as hell can't. In Week 9 this season, the Eagles were in the red zone.
Some pass interference calls against this Washington defense. Hurts pops up, throws, pass caught, touchdown.
Washington didn't know whether he was going to throw the ball or pass it. Right off the snap, Hurts acted like he was going to dash. And just about every Commanders player bought the fake before Hurts jumped in the air and threw a perfect pass to his tight end Dallas Goedert for 6 points. The Commanders aren't the only rival team that is fed up with playing against Hurts. Check out this crazy throw against the Giants.
On 4th and 7, Hurts lofts it for Smith. It's a touchdown!
It was 4th and 7 in the second quarter, and the Eagles were already leading. Still, who needs to punt when you have Jalen Hurts at the helm? Here, he plants his foot at midfield before airing out a perfect pass to Devontae Smith in double coverage for a touchdown. Hurts' throw was so perfect that Smith got to walk right into the end zone while both Giants defenders were left on their stomachs snacking on turf for lunch. And last season against the Steelers in Week 7, he had one of the best games of his entire life.
2nd and 10. Oh boy, deep ball it is. And it is caught for the touchdown.
The Eagles were as hot as a Philly cheesesteak fresh out of the oven, and they were showing no signs of slowing down at home against Pittsburgh. Hurts put on an air show, throwing 4 touchdown passes, each one for 27 yards or more. And he opened up that game when he launched a rifle from midfield right into A.J. Brown's breadbasket in the end zone for a score. Can you throw a ball more perfect than that? Before you say no, check out this other throw he made that same game. He dropped this one perfectly over Brown's right shoulder for his second touchdown of the game. What a beauty. The Bears seemed to be holding him in check last year until this next throw. Hurts had already been picked off twice against the lowly Chicago Bears, so he wanted to hit him where it hurts.
Pressure coming. Hurts wants it all with Brown. A.J. Brown beating Johnson. Staying in. Taking it inside the 10.
He heaved this ball to, you guessed it, A.J. Brown, who was tackled ever so slightly short of a 70-yard touchdown. Don't blink, cause he can beat you that quick. And make sure you don't let your guard down when you play against him either, no matter how exhausted you are. Jalen Hurts was dominant in this game against Washington, and despite being up 17 points, the Eagles gave him a chance to pass for a touchdown on 4th and goal to end the first half.
Here is Hurts to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Devontae Smith on a contested attempt.
The Commanders were just like, you gotta be kidding me. But Hurts didn't care. Instead, he threw a perfectly placed rifle into the back of the end zone where only Devontae Smith could catch it for a touchdown. And this next play against Minnesota was just flat out insane. On this next play, Hurts burst to the sidelines for a long run, but he wanted more. It didn't matter that the Vikings had defenders all over him. The young QB ripped and clawed his way all the way to the end zone for the score.
Hurts keeps around the edge and bends it back down, fighting for the end zone. What a run! Touchdown Philadelphia. Second of the night for Hurts.
Hurts got that sandpaper, but he also got that shimmy shake. Check out this run he made against the Packers. 3rd and 10 on the opening drive, and Jalen Hurts dekes the defender's pants off with a little pump fake and then puts a couple other defenders on skates en route to a first down and more. 23 yards to be exact.
Hurts stepping up, got away from the man who was policing him, and Hurts gets the first down and more. It's a gain of 23 to the 48-yard line.
The Packers already knew it was gonna be a long day at the office. Hurts never took his foot off the pedal. In last season's NFC Championship games, the Eagles were up against a fierce San Francisco 49ers squad. The Eagles were up to the challenge. They opted to go for a first down on 4th and 3 early in the game, and Jalen Hurts made an incredible play.
Hurts runs out of the pocket, looking, throwing deep. Devontae Smith, one-hander, it's the end.
He rolled left out of the pocket towards the sidelines, then he acrobatically threw a dart to Devontae Smith down the sidelines while leaping off of his left foot. Just a crazy play for a right-handed quarterback. The throw was put in a spot where only Smith could catch it, and the receiver reached up to make a ridiculous catch right on the sideline. And Jalen Hurts just kept on rolling that game. The 49ers couldn't contain him. In the 3rd quarter, the Eagles ran a play call for Hurts to run the ball himself. That's the luxury of having a guy that can beat you with all his limbs. Even when a 49ers defender grabbed him in the backfield, Hurts still couldn't be denied. He broke the tackle and scampered for a first down before. Then after the play, a frustrated 49ers defender hit him late, which brought the Eagles even closer to the end zone. I mean, how can you stop this guy? Even once he got into the Super Bowl, he was dominant. In last year's Super Bowl, Hurts opened the 2nd quarter with a bang.
Hurts has all day, loading up, taking a shot, looking for A.J. Brown. He's got it! Touchdown!
He dropped back and threw a bomb right where only A.J. Brown could catch it to give the Eagles an early lead. You really can't blame Hurts for the Eagles' loss to the Chiefs last year. This next play here in the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl was gutsy. It was 5th and 5 and the game was tied up at 14. Hurts dashed for the first down and slipped a tackler attempting to take him down before the marker, and he just kept going.
Now Hurts on the keep, has a seam, and Jalen Hurts is in for the touchdown.
He rumbled 30 yards faster than you can say, "Who's your daddy?" to set his team up with a red zone opportunity. Then in the 4th quarter, when the Eagles needed him most, he was there for them. With about 5 minutes left, the Eagles down 8, Hurts orchestrated a heroic string of plays.
Hurts has some time, going deep, got a man, Devontae Smith, he's got it!
First, he threw an arched arrow. On the next play, he jammed his way through the guts of the Chiefs' defensive interior for a touchdown.
First and goal, they try to shove Hurts over the end zone, waiting for a signal. He's in, touchdown.
And then he topped that off by turning the corner and pounding his way past the line for a 2-point conversion to tie the game.
Hurts looking for a block, and he gets there. He's in. We're tied at Super Bowl 57.
He really did just about all he could for his team last year. But even after falling short, Hurts knew that the only way to get redemption was to battle his butt off this year. Despite a few injuries, he proved that he is one of the greatest leaders in the entire league. And this next play was the craziest game of the season for the Eagles. Did you catch the Eagles-Bills game in Week 12? Boy, was it a doozy. Hurts threw 2 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter to bring his team back into the game. Then it was capped off by this game-winning score in overtime that he ran in by himself.
The pedigree of championship teams.
There goes Hurts to the end zone, and the Eagles have won it in overtime.
Hurts finished the game with 3 touchdowns in the air, 2 on the ground, and a ballistic bunch of fantasy football managers and Eagles fans cheering him on. And there you have it, boys and girls. Those were the times that Jalen Hurts shocked the world. If you liked this video, be sure to let me know by hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing to DropKick. And if you want to binge watch some of the best NFL content, click on one of the videos on your screen right here. Thanks for watching.